With my software MailScale, I'm currently helping people to send more than 30 million cold emails a month, and as a result, I've seen hundreds of scripts that got a 0.5% reply rate and others that got a 25% reply rate. So I spent the past 2 weeks to break down what the best ones are doing, and you're about to learn all of it. Now, there's lots of generic templates and email scripts that you can find on the internet, but the problem is that they're unlikely to work for your niche. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to dig deeper, and you're going to understand the necessary components of high converting cold emails. This will allow you to combine the pieces in different ways to write 20 or more cold emails in minutes. Most importantly, you'll understand how to write emails that will book you 50 or 100 sales meetings a month. Before we dive in though, here are a couple universal rules that you need to follow. Number one, always have twice the amount of the word you versus I in your email. A lot of beginners make the mistake of focusing on them, but what you want to do is you want to focus on your prospect. For example, are you currently doing X? Or if it would help you if you could achieve result Y. Number two is to keep your emails as short as possible. You literally have less than 10 seconds to make a great impression before people start archiving your emails. Number three is to use subject lines that don't reveal that you're selling something, such as hi first name or I was wondering first name. Now let's dive into the components that you need to craft high converting emails. The first one is the problem that you're solving and the solution that you provide. The second one is social proof, so the results that you've achieved for others. And the third one is the offer, which is often a lead magnet inside of your email. You don't need all of them, but the more you can combine, the better. Now, you need to start thinking about different sentences for each of these components. Never start writing a cold email before you do this, because otherwise you lack the clarity on what your cold email needs to have. To do this effectively, you need to know your audience. You need to understand the exact problem that you're solving, and we're going to dive into that in a second. Before we do though, you might ask yourself what your goal is at this stage. In my experience sending millions of cold emails, you can expect a positive reply rate of 0.3 to 1% when you're starting out. Now this does mean that you need to contact at least 5 to 10,000 leads a month if you even want to have the chance to book 20 to 30 sales meetings a month. To do this, you have to have lots of email accounts. If you're interested in generating up to 1,000 email accounts optimized for cold outreach without the technical hassle and saving you up to 80% of the costs, check out my startup MailScale. Over 600 businesses are using it to send more than 30 million emails a month and booking thousands of sales appointments as a result. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now let's start with collecting the components. To make this as applicable as possible for you, let's say I want to write a cold email to promote my own business, MailScale. Let's start with defining a couple of problems that my ideal clients have. This might be the most important, and a lot of people mess this up because if the problem that you mention in your email doesn't resonate, then they won't read further and they won't find it interesting. Think about what your business does. Do you make people more money, or do you save people time or money? Now the problem that my ideal clients usually have is not booking enough sales meeting, or their cold outreach not producing predictable revenue. Next, we're going to think about the solution that you provide. It's crucial that you make it as easy as possible to understand, keep it short and to the point. Classic version of this is we help audience achieve outcome in X amount of time without risk Y. Now for me, I could say that I help people to generate up to 1,000 email accounts in seconds, but is that really the end result that they're looking for, and is it easy to understand? Probably not. So I would rather say that we help businesses to send 10,000 cold emails a month, or we help businesses to book 50 to 100 sales meetings a month by scaling their outreach. Now when it comes to the social proof, you want to think about the best end result that you've achieved for someone, ideally with money involved. You want to mention the specific company that you helped for credibility, but if you don't have case studies, you can mention popular companies that used your strategy to achieve result X. Now in my case, I could say that I've helped more than 600 businesses to book thousands of sales meetings, or I could also go with specific case studies like Benedict from Relevance AI, who booked 80 new meetings every month as a result of using MailScale. Now when it comes to the offer, you have to understand that we don't mean the service that you provide to your clients. An offer in this case is something you can provide them in the email that's so valuable that, to quote Alex Hormozi, they would literally feel stupid to not reply to your email. Lead magnets are very powerful for this, which are basically a micro offer that you can do for free to earn their trust, that won't take you a lot of time and money, and that will really differentiate yourself from your competition. Now to think of these, think about all the problems that people have in your niche. Now in my case with cold emailing, people need emails for their ideal clients. They also need email scripts, which is something that we're doing right now. They also need email accounts. So I would think about what I can do for free that costs me very little time that I could offer to someone. For example, I could write an email script for them for free, or I could offer a couple of free email accounts to try, and if they say yes, I could jump on a demo call, and a lot of them will want more. But your offer technically doesn't need to be free. Another example could be a plug and play cold email system that I could install in their business at no fee, but they pay for the tools only, of which one of the tools is going to be MailScale. This is a great example of an offer that's not free, but it just sounds so good. If you take anything out of this video, then it's that your offer will determine your results of any marketing method more than anything else. Keep tweaking your offer until it appears to you that they would be stupid for not taking it. If you genuinely believe that, you will never have a problem with lead generation. Now once you've collected all of your components, you want to put together an email script manually or by using AI tools like ChatGPT or Claude AI with the following prompt that I'm going to add in the description. I'm also going to provide AI with the components that we wrote down, and because of this guidance, it's going to be able to write really good email scripts. Of course, you should adjust them a little bit so that they sound more natural and the way you want them to sound, but I really like how these turned out. Now the best part is because you have different components, you can now split test different scripts until you find the one that works the best, and you can scale that one up. Especially the problem and solution is going to have a massive impact on your results because people think about their problems in very different ways. In terms of the follow-up, I like to write 3 follow-up emails, with the first one being a quick follow-up and a bump. The second one can be similar to the first email, basically like a new cold email. And the third one can be a breakup email where you say that this is probably not a high priority at the moment and that you will stop reaching out. Always remember that cold email is just the vehicle to getting in front of your ideal clients, but the message and the components that you will choose will determine your results. So make sure to study your market and understand your ideal clients to write emails that actually resonate with them. Then test out different offers until you find one that ideally gets a 1% positive reply rate or more, and scale that one up. Now, as a little gift for watching this video until the end, I'm going to leave you with a cold email library below. I'll add 5 to 10 email scripts that work really well for us and our clients. And if you're ready to scale your email outreach, you can start by generating up to 1,000 email accounts in seconds with MailScale today by clicking on the link below.